Morning. The most important aspect conducting criminal cases was understanding section 27 recovery. See, there is difference between recovery and seizure. For recovery, there should be a confession, and the information which was being given during confession must lead to the recovery. There should be time gap between the confession and the recovery, and that recovery should not be the place known to others except within the knowledge, exclusive knowledge of the accused. Otherwise, that recovery is doubtful. Another aspect is bringing 161 statement contradiction. That we will look into later. A fantastic judgment which may help you in defending criminal cases. That is AR 2020 Supreme Court 1766. Uday Umesh Lalit, Indu Malhotra and Hemant Gupta. Criminal appeal. Satish Kumar, another and state of Himachal Pradesh. Therein 302 read with 34, Arms Act 25, 27, the Evidence Act 3 and 27 was discussed. The case to rest on circumstantial evidence. The facts were like this. On 22nd December 2009 at about 17:15 hours, the information was received through a phone by Satish Kumar son of Gansu that Rathiram son of late Roshan Lal died due to gunshot. On this information, FIR was registered. Thereafter, they have recorded the statement of Neelam Sharma. She stated her father left home at 8 a.m. and did not return. Then she made a call to accused Satish Kumar, who was residing in front of her house. And thereafter, something was. The inspector recovered the body. On arrest of the accused, two accused were arrested, and a weapon, single barrel gun was recovered. The gun was with license. The trial court, after considering the evidence, acquitted the accused, since number one, that the recovery is unbelievable, and the recovery, the availability of body was known to the IO even at the time of recording FIR. Therefore, subsequent recovery at the instance of accused is disbelieved, and other cases so far Arms Act is concerned, we will go through differently. They say there are circumstances from which conclusion of guilt to be drawn should be fully established. Must or should and not may be established. This is only grammatical but a legal decision, but it may be proved or must be or should be proved. Shivaji Sahab Rao Bobde versus State of Maharashtra 1973 to SCC 793 is a starring judgment. Then they have also stated a punch seal for proving the circumstantial evidence. 5 golden principles, punch seal of the circumstantial evidence. Then they have Brajendra Singh versus State of MP 2012 4, SCC 218, AR 2012, SC 1552 was also discussed. The High Court has set aside the lower court judgment and convicted him. Then the Supreme Court has said the prosecution has recovered the body prior to recording on confessional statements accused, while Exhibit P2. Therefore, they have disbelieved the evidence. Then you kindly go through the entirety of judgment. They have discussed about the evidence of PW2, PW3 and PW15, and accurately the defense counsel has elicited the discrepancy of the circumstantial evidence, lacuna in the circumstantial evidence. Particularly, they have also brought the notice to the Honorable Court that a distance from place of recovery of dead body is only 2 kilometers, and the timing 2 p.m., 12:45 p.m. were discussed, which could establish that the prosecution story tainted witness as not reliable. Therefore, another thing was that the the information to the IO by a telephonic call by Satish Kumar, and that was not proved by the IO. Call details have not been furnished. And another thing was, two persons accused were there, and who fired the gunshot was not established. Therefore, they have not accepted the accused. In the absence of the evidence as to which of the two accused fired upon the deceased, then they went to section 25-27. They have stated that the section 27 did not attract unless and until prosecution established there was a contravention of section 5 of the Act license. Therefore, for that also they have accused, and since there was no charge under section 30 of the Act, they are not liable for punishment. That is the derelictions on the part of the investigating officer. Then the following general principles were guidelined while interfering with the acquittal by the lower court, appeal against the acquittal. They say the appellate court has full power to review, reappreciate, reconsider evidence upon which the order of acquittal is founded. They say CRPC puts no limitation, restriction, condition to exercise such power. They both on question of fact and law. But they say substantial and compelling reason, good and sufficient grounds, very strong circumstances, distorted conclusion, glaring mistakes. That only the appellate court can interfere. But they say, however, appellate court mind in that case of there is double presumption in favor of the accused. Firstly, the presumption of innocence. Another thing is guilty. Therefore, which is favorable to the accused should be accepted. When two reasonable conclusions are possible, the appellate court has no right to interfere and disturb the finding. Finally, they set aside the entire conviction. So, such an important case wherein the Honorable Supreme Court mainly discussed the evidence of PW2 and investigating officer PW15 Ram Singh, and by deeply discussing the timing, there were two statements were recorded, confession statement, one for recovery and another for recovery of body, another one for recovery of the weapon concealed in his house. So they have also concealed empty cartridges. He was found in possession of license. That was the important case. They say, according to Supreme Court, PW2 declared hostile when he deposed that no disclosure statement was made by Rajiv Kumar in his presence. That also went against him. Then PW3 also turned hostile. The PW15 Ram Singh cross-examination helped the defense counsel because there was not even daily entry, so-called GD entry about telephonic information. That resulted the investigation has been tainted once. Then they say call was received at 7:15 a.m. Distance was only 2 kilometers, but the first statement of Neelam Sharma was recorded at 12:45 p.m. Very delayed statement which resulted the investigation's falsity, and therefore they have acquitted the appellant. Kindly go through the entire judgment. and be equipped with your best wishes.